Hello, hello, everyone! Happy Tuesday. Yes, it's Tuesday. Hi, hello. Hi, Willow. Nice to see you tonight. Hello, hello, everyone. How are all of you tonight? It's been a long day, hasn't it? Boy, it has been a very long time since we've sat down to play some Phoenix Wright together, so... because I had to make this week's schedule today, I kind of panicked and was like, what's something I could do? So, Phoenix Wright it is. Anyway, hello, hello, and good evening, everyone. My name is Kiyomi Okada, the cutest elf Vtuber around. Just kidding. Or am I? Alrighty, so we are on the actual last case of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This... I don't know... I know I finished it, so let's go see. Yeah, this is the start of the new case. This is case 5. This was not in the original version of the game, as far as I know. So this is case 5, Rise from the Ashes. And I know nothing about this one because I've never played it. So it will be interesting to see how that goes. I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! Oh, she looks sad. Just ... Nothing being said. So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end, when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Let's show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. What would I show her? I feel like we missed something. It's been so long, I'm not sure what to show her. Let's see. I am not sure what to show her at all. Panicking. Wow, It's been since January. It's been over 3 months since we did this. Hello, hi Willow. How are you tonight? Maybe the bullet. I don't. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh. Now that I think about it, I don't understand this evidence either. This game is Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is the trilogy, so this case wasn't in the original game that first came out. This is like a remaster, I think with some stuff added. You kind of get to figure out what happened in a case. It's weird. Attorneys in this game do a whole lot of investigating. It's pretty fun though. It's okay, Nick. It's okay. You don't have to try to cheer me up. But one day I'll come back and be useful. I promise. So this is it. See you soon, Maya. Oh no, she's sad. Oh. Yeah, exactly. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Huh? So this is technically the ending of the last story we were on. Hey pal, Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop! Detective Gumshoe! Then he hung his head low and went right back outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh? Huh? Nick? Nah, haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you'd call a cheap date, huh? Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, huh? There's such funny characters in this, honestly. Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. I hear he's been busy lately. You know, I'm sure he's grateful. Oh no, this is just auto-scrolling on me. I can't... Not managing to catch up fast enough. Ah, it's this guy, Phoenix Wright. Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for, yes. Oh, you should know I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by. Ahem! Oh, it's you, Phoenix Wright. Ah yes, Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. Haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Phoenix Wright, is he an actor? Ah, thank you, Haru. I'm not buying it. Do you know? Oh my goodness. Nope. There's no way I'm reading that fast enough. What am I supposed to do? I can't read that fast enough. Thanks, Windbag. Thanks, Windbag. Oh, hey. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright a great deal. Oh, and I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know. Aww. Thank you so much. Hello, Haru. Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounded like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at, anyway? I haven't seen all this stuff before, so... Right? Who's that? You wanna talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her, the one inside the Pink Princess suit. Ugh, what a dog. It was kind of a shock for a boy at my tender age. Poor guy. Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Sure you are. Aw, there's the ghost of Mia. I love that gumshoe had confetti. There we go. Now we get to do the 5th case. Rise from the ashes. A brand new episode has been added. Alrighty, chat. Are you ready to be ace attorneys once again? Let's go. No. Backspace. There we go. Excuse me, who? Oh, bad stuff's going down. Huh? Wow, this is cool. What? What even? It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. Ace attorney Kiyomi Okada. That's right, let's go. I've had offers, but none I took. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 a.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? Oh, she's cute! My sister's trial is tomorrow! Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are! The famous defense attorney, Mia Fey! That is the wrongest of answers. Huh? Oh, not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Right? Who is she? So you are the coffee boy. Ooh, poor Phoenix, getting burnt, bro. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. That coffee is hot. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? Or the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. That's a relief, then. You're better than nobody. Oof. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please. I'm out of time. But... please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya? Could it be? She does kind of look like Maya, but with brown hair instead? Okay, I'll hear you out. That coffee is hot. My coffee is iced, as it should be. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay. Emma, was it? So, you're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just that you seem kind of, jumpy. Or maybe just young? Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. She's a baby! What are you... You're a teenager, what are you doing here? Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensic in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. I mean, sure. But I'm ready to do my job, and at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. So, what about this case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So, it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. I mean, but you weren't there. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised I'd bring her Mia Fey, but... how do you guys not know she's not alive anymore? That's interesting. How would she know Mia? So, You want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up, then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. Don't you? Uh-oh, I missed something. Yeah. Sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. No, she seems very enthusiastic. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. Wait, I want to know about Mia. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And, well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess that is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Huh? Oh, complicated history. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Alright, so... now to the detention center to find her sister, I guess. February 22nd, detention center, visitor's room. Poor Emma. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. Guard, I thought I told you I didn't want visitor. Sorry, ma'am. It's just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want to raise this year, understood, ma'am. What was that about? Backwards? She's not facing us? Girl, what's your problem, girl? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow, and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry. What exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana, Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters? What a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? I guess we'll talk to you. There's something you should know from the start. Which is? The suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Huh? She confessed? Wait, but the suspect is... Me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st, at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? Hello, movie man. Nice to see you tonight. How are you? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office? The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I had a pretty good weekend. It was very tiring, but pretty good. Holidays are a lot. What about you? How was your weekend? I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Who's the victim? So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. On Sunday, we had family over, and then after they left, I watched The Last of Us Season 2. Ah, I know nothing about The Last of Us. Is it any good? I don't know what it's about at all. I suppose the correct term is detective. Detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. I love The Last of Us games are also on Steam now. Ah, you love The Last of Us and the games are also on Steam. Is it... What kind of genre is The Last of Us? Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What? Mr. Wright, what does it mean? Well, it means... The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. Yeah, so it was a game first, and then they turned it into an HBO series. Ah, alright. Is it sci-fi, fantasy, what kind of thing? I don't know. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. It really does. So, you're the chief prosecutor? Survival horror, but the story is really good. Ah. The Last of Us, The Last of Us. Let me... Let's check out. Is this on here? Show to check out. There, I wrote it down so I will hopefully remember to check it out when I'm done watching the show I'm currently watching. So, you're the chief prosecutor. That is correct. I am responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? It takes place post-apocalypse zombie outbreak. You play as a smuggler, Joel. A smuggler, you are smuggling a girl named Ellie to a facility because she's immune. Ah. Is it as gross as parts of The Walking Dead were? The Walking Dead had a lot of squishy, crunchy, yucky sounds that made it so that I couldn't watch it very easily. It really messed with my misophonia, and I kind of got sick watching a couple episodes. It was so bad. It gets very bloody. Yeah, bloody's one thing. It was eating intestines and yucky bits in The Walking Dead. That was really gross. That's the part that was a bit too much. A few years above her? Emma told you that too, did she? Plus it's HBO, and HBO always shows everything. Ah, hello Samael. It's attorney time. Best part of my night. Ah. Well, why not? I did track him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey! It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become She'd do anything to become a defense attorney. Anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Oh, you've never played? Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I played this one and a little of the second one, the original version, so it didn't have this case as far as I know. I'm pretty sure this was added to the trilogy itself. So I don't really know this one's story, so I'm pretty interested to see how this goes. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright? Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana! Why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Ah, yeah, I played the DS one originally. Ah, this was added to the re-release. Yeah. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright. Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. What do you mean? What are you leaving to me? You didn't tell me anything! You've just caused me nothing but problems, woman! What a pain! You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. Ugh. Sorry. Whee! It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. Aww. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be... I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining it. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. It sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Sure, I guess that's where we're going. February 22nd, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. So, this is the lot where it all happened? Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now, after all. No harm in saying hello. Sure. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Phoenix Wright is never wrong. Well, almost never. Right? Hello, Talking. How are you tonight? Hey there. You expected to go unnoticed, your partner? Partner? Eh? Who's this guy? Oh? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Yeehaw! Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Doing good. Your streams are always good. Oh, I don't know about that. Mr. Marshall? What the? He's shaving, just standing here with a knife, like, what are you? I don't even want to know, I don't think. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Look here, Bambina. I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike, see? Strike? This is our claim. Our territory. with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixin' to miss... I can't read this seriously. I'm trying. Okay. If you're fixin' to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti in the... You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to. What's this guy talking about? Phoenix, I don't even know either. Like you and me both. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. You viewed your last haul. I have. I really have. Is he drinking? Sir, I wonder about the ethics of you drinking alcohol out of a flask while you're investigating. You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Is this guy for real? Like, for real, for real? Alright. Well, he's something. Oh, she looks so sad. He drinks tequila like a real cowboy. Was that a hombre, a friend of yours? Huh? Kind of, sort of. Yeah, he's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. Alright, so... let's check that. Aha, a ladder. That's a stepladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems horribly familiar somehow. Huh. Slide? Ooh, I can slide. There's a car with the... Look at that. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly. She's so weird. The sheriff. Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along unless you're fixin' to bite the bullet. I'm sorry, he's such a weird character. They have such wild characters in this game, chat. God, scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. He came out of the OK Corral. You want to know who rides that You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a cerveza you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Yes, coffee. I really should take a drink. Thank you. I needed that. Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon Cerveza. Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's office. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, but just keep your paws off our claim. That's true, gotta keep hydrated, especially with visual novels on stream. Right, great. Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Well, there is a wallet on the ground for some reason. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait! What are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it. This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. As someone from Texas, I can confirm the threat of getting shot by men in ponchos and cowboy hats. I mean... Really? Huh. I've never been to Texas. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. A foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Okay, sure. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay now, look at the court record. Uh-huh. A foldable wallet. Profiles? No. Okay. Ah. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Yeah, but we touched it, so now it's contaminated with our fingerprints. He's an incredibly realistic character, all things considered. Yeah, he's definitely a character, alright. Now, let's start examining from every angle. Alright, wait, what? H? N? B? M to rotate? Ah! Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with the press of enter. Oh! Oh, this is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. I mean, we opened a wallet, so okay, we have this guy's ID. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. Yeah, sure? I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Excuse me. Were you two all set? Us? Why does she have onigiri hat and a taco-shaped sausage on her collar? What is this? She couldn't be. Onigiri hat, I know, and I kinda want tempura shrimp onigiri. That would be good. You're selling lunches here? This is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming for you. Tempura! Oh, it looks yummy! Yeah, it's a jelly donut. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business. Yeah, it looks like a sausage that they cut into a octopus shape. Like, they have little hot dog sausage cutters. I had so many of them once upon a time, but it's a very long story about why those don't exist in my life anymore. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passers-by. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. It was a nice day, so you got to walk to McDonald's for dinner. Ah, very nice. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. The cough-up queen? Cough-up? Huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on the lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Hello, Ichigo-senpai. Secrets? Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? Eh? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? I'm alright. Kinda sleepy. How are you? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. Ah, is she the witness? You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened. She has two different color eyes. She is heterochromia. Aw, tired and a little sick. I'm sorry. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it. Interesting. Oh, I like that. She has a sharp side to her. Ah, getting ready for school. Gotcha, gotcha. Or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Ah. Yeah, it really does. It's like an OnlyFan or a cam girl name, to be honest. That's an interesting name. Yep. Especially when she says that. I hope you're okay too. Yes, ma'am. Yipes! It sounds like she means it. I guess we'll talk to her. Somehow, I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason? You're hyped up for Thursday, because of the pre-orders for the Switch 2, I'm guessing, Movie Man? You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Ah, gotcha. The evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday, they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So, she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? I have been ready for over 2 weeks. We're just excited to finally get it done. Yeah. Hello, Gonzo. Nice to see you. Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. It does sound gross, honestly. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? This is bizarre. I think she's the bad guy. Because she seems like the bad guy. Really, what? I'm totally confused. Thank you, talking. Have a great night. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors, right? What you witnessed? So, what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Sky wield the knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ear. Huh. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Sky's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Sky? Of course. It is quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and the best from the Far East. For some reason, box lunches are a hit here. Why not make lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's Trilobite lunch set. Never mind. You win. Alrighty. Enjoy your lurk, movie man. I don't even want to appreciate part of Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. That's okay. Hopefully I can figure it out. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. Oof. So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis. Not? We'll just ask her. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Huh, perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like a 10-day-old clams in the chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past. That's a good question. And that'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking, cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. I don't know. Alright, we can do this whole thing. What? It like screws on? Ah, that's kinda neat. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I always thought it had a safety pin. Me too. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way, you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Huh. Interesting. Whee! Rotate it, rotate it. No. It's like sideways. I don't want it sideways. So close. So close. Ah! There, it's all upright. E, J, E. Alright, 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 alright. Cough up queen. That's bizarre, isn't it? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Present? Should I show her that I'm an attorney? A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme Lunchbox? Is it just pickles on top of rice? Or is that... It is just like pickles on rice for some reason. Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles? Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, that's it? Is there anything else you'll say? Huh. Okay. Let's go check out the office now, maybe? Oh. Steel Samurai. And an Edgeworth-looking jackety thing, maybe? It looks familiar. February 22nd. Hi, Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. This is a kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Woo! Mean! Thank you so much for the follow. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. That's Edgeworth's first case outfit on the wall. I'm pretty sure you'll see it in the third game if you ever get to playing it. Yeah, my hope is to get through this game and then the other two. Since I have the trilogy after all. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. It's your sister's office, isn't it? Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice! It's Edgy! Yay! Edgeworth! Hi, Edgeworth! Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah! Mr. Edgeworth! You know him from somewhere? Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No! It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me! We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car. What of it? She's really good at sticking her foot in her mouth, isn't she? What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I guess we gotta talk to Edgeworth, huh? And I need a drink, oh my gosh. So, the body was found in your car? Go ahead and say it, right? You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. I'm the Sky. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound forced at all. Poor Emma. She's really blowing this. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit, it was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, I'm being forced to prove my superior's guilt. Oh no! I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Sky is the chief prosecutor. The top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? That's not great. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors. You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Huh? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's gotta be a story behind that one. Well, we could ask about Lana, I guess. Chief Prosecutor Sky? Yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago, I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. It's his knife? What the heck? No. Oh, what? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon? To be specific, it was the knife I kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Ah. Edgeworth's knife, the murder weapon, usually in Edgeworth's toolbox, traces of the victim's blood, but no prints. Huh. Well, Edgeworth's knife added to the court record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? What? Face? Come on, can he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Alright. Well... Laptop. A work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect. What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Gumshoe? Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't. He'll sue you. Wow! What a view! It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact on the ground would be... Got it! Approximately 3.23 seconds! Alright, Emma. That's a vibe, man. That's a vibe. That's handy to know. I guess? The Steel Samurai. Why do you have the Steel Samurai? My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? there's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place, Wendy. Huh. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiancé? I don't... That's quite a leap, girl. Yeah, isn't it her? Like the old bag? Wendy Old Bag? I don't think so. Alright. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. Sure. She's getting way too excited about this. I agree, man. Alright, oh, the trophy. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Of prosecutors. Huh? What's that?
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
King of Prosecutors?
It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year.
What?
What? So?
So that K, that's... K stands for King?
Yeah? You got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
King of Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Alrighty. King of Prosecutors trophy given to Edgeworth, King of Prosecutors. At the PD on the day of the murder. The King of Prosecutors trophy added to the court record. That's bizarre. Interesting. Ah, you can't read what it says. Oh! Theres a plaque on the bottom. Ah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, check it out! There's a metal plate here. It looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. Von Karma. It's kind of sad that I won't be able to hear him go, "Objection," anymore. Von Karma, I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. He was definitely something, man. Definitely something. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. No, you wouldn't. I promise you. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Alrighty. The jacket on the wall was also modeled after Von Karma's. Ah. So, basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh?
You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, Wright. I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Oof. Huh? Why is that?
I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield.
The police department?
Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you?
Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or worse.
Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday? I guess? Ah, I can. Awesome. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder?
Yesterday was the annual cleaning day of the prosecutor's office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors.
And that's when you got the shield?
I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12.
That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Edgeworth's parking stub added to the court record. Parking stub. Record of parking in the prosecutor's parking lot. Entered lot at 5:12 p.m.
This is the parking stub from the underground lot.
The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere.
Oh my gosh. Oh my. What? Oh. What is this, dude? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky?
I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid is not very tight, is it?
I made a clear request of the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir! I'm just following orders, sir! They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir!
Give me your name.
Yes, sir! Meekins, sir! Officer Meekins!
Right. Officer Meekins. Take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know! Poor guy. Looks like he was just absent the day they gave out brains and good luck. Mean! Phoenix, you're so mean!
Right.
Yes, sir. Guy caught me off guard.
As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as that patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there.
Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Okay. I guess to the police department we go. Parking lot first. And then police department. February 22nd, police department entrance. Chat, I need to go for just a moment. I gotta be right back. The kitty needs her meds. So I'm gonna leave you guys for just a moment and put up the BRB screen. I gotta make sure she gets her last meds of the evening, so be right back. Sorry about that. I did not realize that it bonked what I had put it on. It should not have been on a blank screen that whole time. Oh my goodness. Ah, it's raining everywhere today. Ah, hello, Ika. Goodness gracious, I'm not sure how long that took me. I'm very sorry. The kitty has had her meds. I actually needed to take a medicine. Hold on. Let me mute so you don't have to hear that. Welcome back, Willow. I am back now, too. I apparently bonked my screen and made it blank for a moment, so that's so much fun. Anyway, whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Why wouldn't they? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. Oh wow, that is pretty far away then. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to criminal affairs next door. Hmm? Hold on, what's that? What is... It's a little mascot. Oh, that's kind of cute. Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that? Oh wait, I know. This is the blue badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Aw, he's cute in a scuffed sort of way. Aww. You could kind of see him in like a mascot horror game because of the duct tape and the messed up paint and the very stiff movements. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Who's that Pokemon? No, just kidding. Oh, forget the blue badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Gumshoe! Hi, Gumshoe! Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why are you dancing over there? What? Well... Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy pal. Sure you are. We'll talk to Gumshoe. Might as well, right? I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal, can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Lana Sky's sister. Whoa! The chief prosecutor's little sister? I mean, yeah, they look pretty related, man. Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. I don't know if you're gonna get Gumshoe to do anything carefully, girl. Good luck. Good luck. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Aww. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean, this time? Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you? I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Is there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer Marshall? Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy. Patrolman in charge of the crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. I don't know. I was wondering about that. What? The Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Aw, he made it. How cute! You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work. It's battery-powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Oh no. Oh no! Poor Blue Badger, fated to dance until he drops. Blue Badger Panel, a work of art designed by the Chief of Detectives and created by Detective Gumshoe. Sure. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And Bitter said, "Hey, you do that. Your soup will get cold, buddy." That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. But did you? Did you really? I guess he wasn't saluting. He was wiping tears from his eyes. If you're sure about that one. They make a good pair. I guess. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine, right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow, the thought failed to excite me. Aww. Poor jaded Phoenix. I don't know. Oh, the trophy. What about the trophy? He would have been there, right? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Aw, congratulations! I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Yeah. I think he did. I gotta plug something in. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. Even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. What about this? Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... sure, of course, somebody else really did it. Someone who must have had a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Yeah, we do. We can say more to him. He's in a tough spot. Again. Again? Right. That whole thing, we just did the case last time. Yeah. Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney, Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal. There have always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had an unusually strong tie to the... Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took the case is because he's aiming for a chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Ah. I don't know. I don't know. Huh? Can I not go look at the car? There's a security phone. Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. A door? Look, a door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. Girl, you find things where there are none? I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. I mean, harsh, but maybe? Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? What is this? Oh, I can't... It doesn't need examined? An oil drum. Looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over there is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide it here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. I don't know. No. Nothing there. Can't talk to you at all. Huh. If she's still here, Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. It reminds me of you. Yeah, I know, but isn't the point to surround the king? Hello, Ken. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you tonight? I'm a little stuck. Interesting. Let's see. Maybe go back to the police department? Aw, your ear piercing is hurting. Uh-oh. Do you have a way to clean it? Maybe it's... Is it a new piercing? Or... Gumshoe, did you know this guy? Yeah, my day's going alright, Ken. I hope yours is too. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman? Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman, he's the victim. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Can you tell us more now? You can. So this ID card belonged to the victim? He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal? Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Aw, poor Gumshoe, he looks worried. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know? Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot. That'd be Officer Marshall. Yeah, Officer Marshall. He's so weird, guys. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? I think he thinks so anyway. Sorry. No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer from West LA. From West Law? For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Wow! Sorry. Oh, I gotta stretch a little. Wee! Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction added to the court record. Ah. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and no one will look at you twice, pal. I mean, it's better than what I've currently got happening. Which is nothing. Oh. Well, it's changed, so that's good, yeah? Yeah. February 22nd, Prosecutor Office, Underground Parking Lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight, then, baby. Huh? Oh, still here? Hey, Kiyomi, I dare you to do the genocide route in Undertale once you finish the full game. Ah, I already finished Undertale once, and now I'm on Deltarune, which I'll be playing a little bit on Sunday afternoon. Hello? Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs, too? How many boyfriends does she have? I don't think I want to know. What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. The strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. He's so weird looking. I don't understand why he's shaving himself in a crime scene. You're contaminating the scene, sir. You're contaminating the scene. He's cute, blinking sleepily. I'm very sleepy. If I show him the letter, right? The letter from Gumshoe. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in this spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? That old cowdog? He holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Gumshoe, what did you do? I don't know what he did, but he sure did it, didn't he? I think he just miswrote it. Yeah. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. I guess I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a second. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like a settler, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. I'm very confused by him. Like, very, very confused by him. I don't understand. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction. Crumpled and discarded. Okay. Will he say more? He does have stuff to say now. Finally. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He's kinda cute. Sorry that he's gone, though. He was a detective, right? Well, well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So, there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prosecutor. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Huh. I don't mean any offense, but... Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. What? Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so... How can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So, why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cow dog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cow dog's been kicked out of the cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? Alright. What do we have? Oh. I can look at the car some more. Oh. This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. I don't get it either, honestly. It's bizarre, but alright, girl. We already looked at the phone, we looked at the door, we've looked at the ladder. That doesn't let us do anything. Neither does that. Alright. Q. B block is through here. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Yeah, actually, that is a little creepy, isn't it? Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Okay, the car. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted.
The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
And quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So, wait. The victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. What is this phone? It looks like a phone. It is. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that this belongs to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Yeah? Right, let's check it out. We have to do the whole movement thing. Huh? His phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a recording. Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. I've never seen a phone with that specific button, although I do remember flip phones like this. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Listen, I'm kind of old, but I'm used to cell phones, man. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. That's really cute. I miss fun ringtones. Actually, I have a pretty cute ringtone on my phone. I'm sorry. Hey, that song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed the redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Phoenix! Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Phoenix wrong. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. He's got like an old Nokia. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone, property of Lana Sky, last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Cell phone added to the court record. We did this part. Oh, but we can do it here. What's this? It looks like a note of some sort. Goodman, 675, 12-2. 675, but December 2nd? Or the 12th of February? It could be the 12th of February. Look, something's written on it. 6-75 with the 12th of February. Oh, that's an S? 6 to 7S, 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so? What does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Alright. Oh, you're there. I can say something. So, there's no... Goodness, I do need to hydrate better when I'm reading so much, huh? Give me just a sec. My throat is a little worn out. Wah. So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. Huh? And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall! Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between the cop and her sister that I don't know about? Ooh, possibly some juicy gossip here, chat. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Ooh. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Yeah, we kind of kicked his butt, didn't we? But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth through their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prosecutor Lana Scott. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, and some people load them with deals. What you're saying is Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? No. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? Very cute. Beep. It's the Steel Samurai's theme song, isn't it? I think it is. That popular TV show for kids? I mean, come on, Maya liked it too. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Ah, hello, oh my goodness. Hi, Avarice. Ah, thank you so much for the raid, oh my goodness. Hi. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Ah, Ken too! Oh my goodness, hi! Wow, hello raiders, how are all of you tonight? Oh my goodness. A Dragon Wolf raid, oh my gosh, wow! Hi, thank you, oh wow, a raid, a double raid, that's so much, wow! Oh my goodness, happy anniversary! How long has it been? Yay, Dragon Wolf, that's so cute. 400 years divorced. It's miserable. Oh no! 2-year anniversary. Wow! Oh my gosh, yay! Happy 2-year anniversary. That's so awesome. I really hope I make it to that point, but I need to survive till the first year anniversary. But yay! Oh my gosh, congratulations on 2 years! That's amazing! Ah, that's so cool. What did you do to celebrate? Well, chatters, if anybody's here, go ahead and leave cute hearts or something to help Avarice celebrate their 2-year anniversary. Chaotic community games. Ah, very cool. That is so awesome. Wow, thank you for coming in to raid me after your anniversary stream. That really means a lot. Thank you. Various games with friends. Ah, gotcha. I should try that sometime, other than Roblox. Ah. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Ah, she called her sister. Interesting. The detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Ya think, Phoenix? My gosh. It took that long to make it through the first day. I don't even know if we're through the first day, to be honest. Are you sleepy, Ika? No, I don't need to do that. This. Ah, it is the next day. Wow, that took me a long time to get through one day. Wow, reading this out loud and stuff is... February 23rd, 9:34 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. How did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there's still a lot of gray areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big gray area, that's for sure. Don't worry about me. No matter what the outcome, I'm ready to accept my fate. But why? If you didn't actually do it, what is going on? I'm so confused. I believe in you, sis. Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes? A defense attorney should never believe their client. Huh? The defendant is called to the trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there's one decisive difference between you and her. And that is? You're not a defense attorney. I believe it is almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's going to bail me out this time. I'll be alone in there. So I'll have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. Okay. February 23rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 9.
court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Edgeworth. It's been 2 months, but I haven't been in the courtroom since his trial.
I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of the proceedings today, Mr. Wright. I will choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot.
Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything.
However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Starr, to the stand.
The cough-up queen? Onikiri ha!
Haven't I seen you somewhere?
You ordered the caviar lunch, right?
Oh, caviar! I've never eaten caviar before.
Really? The judge is really wolfing it down. That just looks like rice with furikake. That's not even a fiesta bowl. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Sure. Thanks.
Will the witness state her name and profession?
Ah, and you, sir.
Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please.
Well, Your Honor, how does it taste?
So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts.
You're a judge. Don't you make a lot of money? Why haven't you tried caviar? I haven't tried caviar. I don't care. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca. Huh? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? That's what I'm wondering.
Name. Profession. Now.
Me? The name is Angel Starr. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating.
Hurry it up.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide the description of a crime.
Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional.
Huh? What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Starr was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective.
What? Miss Starr was a detective? Huh?
Aha! I know who you are. Cough up.
Cough up, Queen Angel Starr, Your Honor. Long time no see.
Very well. You may continue with the description, Miss Starr.
Just who is this lady? Yeah! I have a couple of favorite furikake, yeah!
if I might have the court's attention over here.
Ah.
The parking lot at the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness, and an arrest was made on the spot. And who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor.
The parking lot floor plans added to the court record.
Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright?
I can't agree on principle, Your Honor.
It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor.
Mean?
Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give 'em your worst, Miss Starr.
Wait, are they talking about me?
Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Through the wire fence, I saw the chief prosecutor standing next to a garish car. The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest.
I don't know.
Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So, how does it feel to be so utterly crushed?
I'm still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Tis merely a flesh wound.
Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness.
Yeah. How do you know? How did you know?
I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime. Yet their methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenience evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that.
Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors?
I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one.
Laid off? She was fired.
To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Very well. You may continue, Miss Star.
That's not really what you said before. This boyfriend, he's the detective? Not that boyfriend, the security guard. Not that boyfriend, the security guard.
That boyfriend? You have several?
Yes, this boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. Care to join? Ah, thank you so much for following, Izanagi. Thank you. Did we hit it? We did! We hit 140 followers on Twitch. Thank you so much! Yay!
The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants.
Ooh.
I'll stick with the lunches, thanks.
Note to self, the judge had to think before replying.
The security guard room is in the lot, in A block.
Ah.
It's up on the second level, so you can see everything from there.
That would be the room with the security sign. Ah, thank you. Incidentally, did you bring your lunchboxes by car?
Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block.
So, she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. Ah. Could you have? Really? By garish car, you mean?
Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes. Mr. Edgeworth's?
Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's. Wasn't it?
Indeed it was. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, are you sure it was the defendant?
I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I am certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. I mean, I guess so. Witness, in your testimony, you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms, ergo, you are a biased witness.
You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie.
Huh? Rookie?
Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring.
I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. Could you cry plagiarism?
I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed.
Eh? A photograph? You took this?
A photograph? You took this?
I don't know. Something's off.
The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over, and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunchboxes is rigged with a camera.
I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck.
Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you? A prosecutor? Think again. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this most certainly is the defendant.
What the heck? Wait. Where's the other water barrel? Why isn't it down on the side? Uh-oh, that's unmistakably Lana Sky.
So, what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand.
In her right hand? Thank you. Oh gosh, yeah, I do need to hydrate and posture check. You're really good at voice acting. Thank you. I'm just messing around, yeah. I don't think she's not holding a knife. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with the knife. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. It's just rice and sauce.
I'm sure that is a fine lunch.
But isn't that odd? Look in this photograph. Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Well?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection.
That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth.
Yet it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing.
And how can you tell that? Blood splatter.
Huh?
See the dark crimson stains on the chief prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph.
Ah, yes. It's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problems here.
No problem, except you. Oh, wrong person's voice. Mr. Wright, are you just gonna sit here and take that kind of abuse? You've got a better idea? I can't really object yet. I don't have enough information. Now that you mention it, I see no problem here. Other than myself. Mr. Wright, you can't just let him walk all over you. That's just sad.
Feeling sad, Mr. Wright? Perhaps a bittersweet first love lunchbox is in order? Well, that was a waste of time. Let's continue with the testimony.
Perhaps I should have dug a little deeper? Perhaps it was my... Mm. Let's see. This can't be right, right? My goodness. She's wearing gloves. Does she always wear gloves? Did you witness this? You saw Miss Guy stab the victim with the knife? As I've already said, yes. As I've already said, yes. I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that's a fine lunch. I already did this, but isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. You took it at the very moment of the crime, is it not? You already did this. Why is she not holding a knife?
Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts?
We already did this. Hello, Sheriff Pumpkin. How are you? Let's see. There's just something... Something is weird. Where is the knife then? Where did they find the knife? Back to the blood splatter. Good. I'm glad you're doing well. Objection. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime.
Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies.
That's it? What?
If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering a jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go.
Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I don't get it either.
I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating, like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was premeditated murder.
Premeditated? How do you know?
Look at the chief prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? If it was not premeditated, she would not have been wearing those gloves.
Warg!
These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony.
Come on!
The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it.
Are you sure? No prints. Witness, do you know what this is?
Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife.
What's with this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there? The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? Mommy, are prosecutors bad people? This is interesting. The defense has a request. Ooh, shots fired. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony because she's full of it. She's absolutely full of it.
What's that, rookie?
In your testimony, you stated that Lana Sky planned this murder. And that's why she was wearing those special gloves.
Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning.
However, why would you not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh! This knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. Oh. I didn't even have time.
Order! Order! Order!
Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister is as good as free. I don't know about that one.
Right. I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie.
What?
I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail.
But this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated story.
Bah! The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not.
Hi. Hi, kitty. Hi.
The only one that seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Sky, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution need prove. Nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned! If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing? I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you! My powers of
My inability to read.
My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated.
Really now?
Lana's guy intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again.
Mm-hmm. She messed up there.
The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it?
So, if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill the delivery boy?
In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness.
So, I'm pretty sure. So, on the autopsy, right? One knife wound where she says that she plunged the knife in again and again. He died of a single stab wound. I remember that from earlier in the story, so there's no way. You say she stabbed him again and again, but you couldn't have witnessed that.
Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise.
Ew.
I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Star.
Huh?
What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this, but take a look. The autopsy report states that death was due from loss of blood from one stab wound. Ah, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth.
What a hunk! He's my hero, really! What about my objection? No one noticed?
Well, witness?
You got the crime set, right?
Oh, thanks.
I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible.
So, you're saying you mistook something for blood?
When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. Splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice.
Then tell us what you thought was blood. Testify.
The red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Miss Torres turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. The short wick burns out the fastest. That's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax, and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required.
Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was.
I don't know. What red muffler are you talking about? Oh. What on earth is she's muffler? What? Her jacket's not red. What is she talking about? I didn't even have time to read that. I was objected to so fast.
The witness is clearly not suited for detective work.
What?
Huh. The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when she stabbed the victim. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph.
But that can't be!
Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations. Perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good.
In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver?
It was there. A scarf. No, not that. Something red, really. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business.
What?
Okay. Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that.
Oh, she's mad. Very well.
I do remember some things accurately, at least.
Ultimately, we couldn't take the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Alrighty.
After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. A chief prosecutor made an escape, but against Angel's star, resistance is futile. You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel's star.
That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake.
Don't bother me with details unless you want to get bitten.
No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. I mean... yeah?
The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, knocking over an oil drum.
An oil drum? Hard to imagine.
Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination, if you will.
This is very weird. Okay. Explain to her rights to her. You can't arrest anyone. You got fired. You say quickly. Were you close to the suspect?
As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time.
Maybe I should press her for more details? I'm confused. There was the fence. How did you get through the fence? I'd like to see this on the floor plans, just to be safe. The Lunchland car was way over there. She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed a murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, Miss Star? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. There's no way you could do that quickly, man. And you're in a dress. Amazing, the cough-up queen, lunch lady athlete, indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence, so she couldn't have gotten my sister that fast. Right? Yeah, the fence was about 9 feet high, too. So, how did Miss Sky not get away? What do you mean? Why would she mention the muffler? That makes no sense. It's just weird. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word? Just that one word? So, what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else. Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Her phone? She can't mean. By phone, do you mean the cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see Miss Star. How could they? That's so weird. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently, it was out of order. And so she used her cell phone? Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing? Whatever happened to good testifying? You should, of course, add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Alrighty. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18 on a cell phone updated in the court record. I saw it all. How she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her cell instead. How? How did you see it if you were having to climb over the fence? Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha! I was going to ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies.
The chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled out her own cell phone out of her pocket. And during that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Then, when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone.
And you saw her doing this? What is it, Mr. Wright? There's no way you could have seen her with the partition in the way. If she ran behind the partition and you were dealing with the fence, there's no way you're watching everything she's doing while you're climbing a 9-foot-tall fence, right? Huh. So Miss Sky tried to run. I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Let's see. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. If she was here, the car was here, the partition's here, and the phone's here. There's no way you saw it all. None. Absolutely none. Miss Star, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Sky.
The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor, prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago.
Well, Miss Star, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Let's look at the floor plans. You said you witnessed the crime from this point, way over here behind YouTube chat. Let's move YouTube chat for a sec. Down here with me for a second. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Sky making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the backside of this partition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What?
Order. What is the meaning of this?
It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies.
That is quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about... what she saw. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Sky using that emergency phone.
It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical.
Well, What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox? Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. But why would Miss Star lie like that? Huh? Why would she say that my sister had tried to use the phone, but failed? It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, I guess she's right. I mean, maybe she really did try to... maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone.
I see no room for doubt here. You ordered the patooey on rice, right?
Mr. Wright.
And I thought you had something there.
One more try.
I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? Tell us exactly what lie the witness has told the court.
Here's where the counterattack begins. Where she saw it, there's just no way. Miss Sky tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Star to lie about it.
Pointless to lie. I see.
But say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean... Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location.
A different location? Now that's a pointless lie if I ever heard one.
Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it.
Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime?
All the testimony we've heard until now points in one direction. She must have been in the security room, I think. Hello, Alden. This is the only place where she could have been.
The security guard room? Indeed, the security guard room is in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor, so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone.
Nuh-uh. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in Block A. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, Miss Star?
How many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today, a man has gotten the better of Angel Star. Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished. And I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails.
The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Star lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything.
Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands.
It still stands? I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth.
What?
If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without good reason.
So, tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright.
Huh? Me?
Who else?
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Miss Starr witnessed the crimes from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B Block. It must make a vital difference, but what would change? The angle of view of the crime, for sure. Why, the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change.
The angle? The angle? What do you mean?
Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and, she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime.
And this is important. Why? Perhaps you'd like to reconsider, Mr. Wright.
Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay. But the angle, she would have saw it from behind, not in front like the picture showed. That doesn't make any sense. How is that wrong? But she saw it, yeah. The distance of the crime? It changes the distance between her and the scene of the crime.
My condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plan and it's quite clear. The distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see.
What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Miss Starr, you witnessed the crimes from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Sky?
Well, witness?
You. Yes? Why does it look like rubber bands?
You ordered the squid wheels, right?
The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible.
I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station.
She would have had to go.
And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene. But the door was locked. I couldn't open it.
She would have had to go. That's a really, really long way. That makes no sense.
That's why I had to go through the visitors' parking in B Block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime.
Then she couldn't have seen the phone call because it was made after 3 minutes.
5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But It was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely.
Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Hmm. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time, if you like it al dente.
I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie.
Okay. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange?
Strange?
If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor?
Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone.
But you had the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Guy dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act that way. It's inconceivable.
Yeah. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, is the next witness ready to go? Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on the account of her professional history.
We did it! We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close.
I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned.
Hold it. Uh-oh. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to voice off on me.
I prefer not to take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that?
Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes?
My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr.
Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox?
Ooh, a triple-decker! Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence.
Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she going to pull out of her lunchbox this time? What evidence does she even have? I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Sky. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. That's not fair. How can we go to trial if we're not allowed to actually know all of the dang evidence? This is so corrupt.
What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple. As I've already said, I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. Ew. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, the shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Huh? Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Ugh. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty solid. You could at least study some evidence law, really? The prosecution's complaint notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. White enamel shoe bears traces of blood from Goodman and Lana. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay, so why didn't you? Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results? How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. Like, you aren't doing all of that right now? When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This is when the suspect is admitting she did it? But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. And now, to the matter of the victim's shoe. Did I not bring this up? No, you didn't. And you found this shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with the shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. I'm happy for you. And your lunchbox bag. Really? In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now, tell us what you did next. Okay, so about the 2 types of blood. So, you brought it to the forensics department? If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it proved. To do that, evidence must be analyzed by a forensic expert.
And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective.
The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all.
And the blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman?
As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Scott.
Why can't you?
You can't see for sure.
The blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test.
You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie?
Huh?
Well, speak up.
Well... Blood comes in 4 types, A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. Phoenix?
That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright.
Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there. Which means that we can more or less narrow any sample of blood down to just one person. Or so I hear. That's pretty specific. Wait a minute, you didn't... Then how can you say who it is if you don't have DNA test results?
If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone's but Miss Lana Sky's. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe.
But you can't even know if you don't have the DNA test. That doesn't count.
That ties her directly to the death of Detective Goodman.
I was afraid he was going to say that. This shoe doesn't prove it, though.
This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence.
Except for it's not. Without DNA testing, it's not. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight.
Ugh. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right?
Ew.
Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup.
Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? I have a problem with this shoe. This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? Yes. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there's one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction.
That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now. But you couldn't take the heat, could you? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is contradictory about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence.
Okay. What? Why is there... That's bizarre-looking blood down there, right? Interesting. I can't actually examine it very much, can I? Do I need to zoom in? Okay. I have to do that. I wonder if you noticed, there's blood on the bottom of this shoe.
Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. That makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of this shoe?
There's no blood on the ground in this picture, though. Do you see that? The problem lies in the footprint.
The footprint.
Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't there any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about this shoe.
This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints.
Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. I kind of want Onigiri looking at her hat.
Order, order, order! Well, witness? What?
Great going, Mr. Wright, but it's true that the lack of footprints is a contradiction. But then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh.
That's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint.
Think, Mr. Wright, think! Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What?
I see. Now I get it.
Get what?
Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There's one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hand aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful, but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Rawr. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do.
No kidding.
Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty?
Oh,
that. I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Though apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness. Well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
That would have been so heavy to move, though, guys.
Water?
What does that mean?
I still don't get it, Mr. Wright. Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha! You don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would have become evidence against her.
What?
That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on a victim's shoe tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then, after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs.
cleaned her shoe off too, though, wouldn't it?
Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence.
That reminds me, Miss Kai's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe?
Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial.
Mr. Wright, do something, please! What? What can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime, and she tried to conceal it, but...
Enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well.
But Angel Star is on the prosecution's side. She could have been lying about the water.
This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky.
Eh? Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me?
Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side?
Well, yeah, you are. You're saying that my sister had evidence by erasing the bloody footprints.
Well, I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are, demanding a second helping.
Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence.
Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments and you will be held in contempt of court. Your threats don't scare the cough-up queen. Look at this.
Another photo? What's in the muffler? Look, there's something in it. Buddy? Buddy? Come here. Come here, baby tiger. Come here, kitty. What's up, buddy? Kitty, 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 what's up, buddy?
A photograph? I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest. The white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence.
Mr. Wright, wait! Look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey! It's clearly wet.
Erasing the last trace of doubt from the court's mind. Immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning. And it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. I'm sorry, Mia. Right. Wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Get yourself up off the asphalt. Take another good look. Don't give up. Not until the better end. This is the last piece of evidence.
Very well. This time, I'd like to declare a verdict for good.
Your Honor, wait!
What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdict in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait?
No, it can't. Then it'll be too late. Look at this photograph. The last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration.
So, Wright, are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence?
Yeah, I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this.
suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph.
What is in here? What is this? This is weird, because if she mentioned muffler, that's what she meant. The muffler of the car, right? The problem in this photograph is here.
What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler? Well, just wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor? You just said muffler. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part of a car, or a motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see, and I see. What's that suspicious-looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there's something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case?
Everything?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sorry, Miss Star, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony.
What? Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case.
The cell phone, when she supposedly called, and the word muffler was overheard. Miss Star, recall your testimony for the court.
Ah, yes. When I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. Muffler. Ah, yeah!
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh, work!
It's almost 2 a.m. I can't make certain noises really loud. Sorry, chat.
Well, it seems we will have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any questions unanswered, here we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so.
Phew! That was close. But we made it. At least for now.
The court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all.
You still hungry? Alright, chat. Well, it's 2 a.m. and I have to be up in about 5.5 hours. So we're gonna have to save there and continue this later. Oh, goodness. Hi, buddy. Yeah, the kitty is crying for bedtime, too. Thank you so much. Alright, well, we've got that saved. I wish I could still go on, but unfortunately, because it is so late/early, I should get some rest. So, thank you all so much for joining me today. Alright, we'll do this. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's been so great hanging out with you all. And your support means the world to me. Thank you so much, chatters. Thank you so much, lurkers. And of course, thank you so much to the VOD gang. If you enjoyed the stream, please consider hitting that subscribe or follow button and sharing with your friends. And I will see you guys in the next time. Until then, take care and stay sparkling. Johnny. Thank you, thank you. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Oyasumi. Na-na.